Hey everybody, I'm Lance Allen and thank you for visiting my 5-minute fingerstyle guitar lesson. Today I'm going to teach you in 5 minutes how to do a simple right hand pattern that you can use over your C, G chord, E minor, A minor, and D chord, and how to practice those. So first let's get started. The C chord, is just like this. So in our right hand we're going to have thumb first and middle, and sometimes you'll see in some lessons they might be called P, I, or M. So P is pulgar, that's Spanish for thumb, and that's where we get those letters from. So don't get those confused. Sometimes we call these with numbers, sometimes these with letters, but I may just call this thumb and first and middle. Okay, so we're paying attention mostly to the right hand. Hopefully you can make your C chord really good. Our thumb goes first, which is string 5. That's the root note of the C chord. And then our first finger hits the G string. That's the third string counting up from the ground, and you're going to use your first finger there. And then our thumb comes to string 4, and then the middle finger on string 2. There's 2 ways that we can count that. Okay, that's all we're going to do, just four notes. Thumb first, thumb middle. And I was mentioning about counting. So we can count it like this. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a good way to practice that. Or you can count it as eighth notes. Eighth notes count like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And a good way to kind of keep time is either tap your foot or bobble your head or use a metronome. And it's good to use your body to keep tempo. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the G chord. When I switch to the G chord, the root note switches to string 6. So my thumb now is going to start with string 6. I'm going to hit string 6, 3, 4, 2. It's the same right hand pattern. And you would just sit there and practice it like that. Now keep in mind too, when you're using your right hand to pick notes, you don't want to lay your hand against the guitar. You want to slightly arch your wrists so that you can get the fingertips around. Some people will put the little finger on the pick guard to just kind of have a stable place to sit your hand. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's cool if you like it, okay? I'm not opposed to it. Okay, so what we do is we're going to practice 2 passes of C chord and then 2 passes of G using the right hand pattern that we just learned. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and switch to G. Back to C. Now some of you may use the G fingering like this. That's fine. Okay, so now moving on to E minor chord. We would pick the E minor the same way that we did the G chord because the root note is in string 6. That's what it'll sound like. Okay, so you would want to practice, switching between chords using your right hand pattern. Now the A minor chord. All right, get your fingers on A minor, and we're going to pick A minor the same that we would with C chord. Like so. Okay, that would be a good one to switch from C. So if I do C, 3, 4, and A minor, maybe the G next, and then the E minor. All right. The only other chord that I would do like this is just for beginner's sake here, is the D chord. We're going to actually move our picking pattern to the first 4 strings versus what we did for C. Okay, so we're moving our fingers up. That means our thumb is on string 4. First and second fingers are assigned to string 1 and 2. So string 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. And that's how I would pick that one. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick run through of those chords, 2 passes of each. I'm going to go C, A minor, G, E minor, and then D. Alright, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, A minor, G, E minor, and D last. Okay. So you can put those together in any order you want, and you can, once you get good at the right hand pattern, you can speed it up. And it sounds really great. So thanks for watching my lesson. I hope you got something out of it. And don't forget that I teach Skype guitar lessons to people all over the world, and I would love to meet you and become your friend and guitar coach. So thanks for watching and hope you've had a good day.